Bruno Mars has officially set the global music scene on fire with the announcement of his highly anticipated concert series titled The Romantic Tour. The news instantly sent waves of excitement across social media platforms, with fans from North America, Europe, and the United Kingdom celebrating what many are already calling one of the most emotionally charged and stylish tour of the year. Known for his flawless live performances, timeless musicality, and deep connection with audiences, Bruno Mars is once again preparing to remind the world why he remains one of the most compelling performers of his generation. The announcement came alongside striking promotional posters that immediately captured public attention. Featuring a black-and-white aesthetic with bold red typography and a single red rose as a central symbol, the visuals suggest intimacy, nostalgia, and passion. The imagery reflects the very essence of Bruno Mars' artistic identity: romantic, soulful, classic, and undeniably modern. The posters alone sparked widespread discussion, with fans analyzing every visual detail and speculating about the emotional tone and musical direction of the upcoming tour. The Romantic Tour is not just another concert run. It represents a carefully curated musical journey that blends Bruno Mars' signature retro-inspired sound with deeply personal storytelling. From smooth R&B ballads to funk-driven anthems that have dominated charts for years, the tour promises a rich setlist that spans his entire career while offering fresh arrangements and unexpected moments. For longtime fans, it is a celebration of nostalgia. For newer listeners, it is an invitation into the world of an artist who thrives on authenticity and emotional resonance. What makes this tour announcement even more significant is its expansive scope. Bruno Mars is scheduled to perform across major cities in North America, followed by an extensive European leg and select dates in the United Kingdom. The geographic reach of the tour underscores his global influence and the universal appeal of his music. From Las Vegas to London, Paris to Berlin, and Amsterdam to Milan, the Romantic Tour is designed to bring people together through shared emotion, rhythm, and unforgettable live experiences. Adding to the excitement is the confirmation that Anderson .Paak, performing as DJ P. Wee, will join the tour as a special collaborator. The creative chemistry between Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak is already legendary, particularly following their successful work together that blended funk, soul, and modern flair. Having Anderson .Paak on board elevates the tour into something more than a standard concert. It becomes a dynamic musical exchange between two artists who deeply understand rhythm, groove, and audience connection. Fans are eagerly anticipating moments where spontaneity, improvisation, and raw musical joy will take center stage. The supporting lineup further enhances the tour's appeal. Selected cities will feature performances by Leon Thomas, RAYE, and Victoria Monét, artists who each bring their own distinct sound and artistic identity. Their inclusion highlights Bruno Mars' appreciation for diverse musical voices and his commitment to creating a well-rounded concert experience. Rather than simply opening acts, these performers contribute to the overall atmosphere of the tour, setting the emotional tone and reinforcing the theme of romance, vulnerability, and musical excellence. Bruno Mars has always been an artist who prioritizes the live experience. Unlike many performers who rely heavily on spectacle alone, his concerts are known for their precision, musicianship, and emotional depth. His voice, often described as both powerful and tender, becomes even more compelling in a live setting. Combined with his band's tight arrangements and his natural charisma on stage, each performance feels intimate, even in massive arenas filled with thousands of fans. Industry observers have noted that the Romantic Tour arrives at a particularly interesting moment in Bruno Mars' career. Having already achieved commercial success, critical acclaim, and multiple prestigious awards, he no longer needs to prove his relevance. Instead, this tour feels like a statement of artistic confidence. It is less about chasing trends and more about reaffirming his identity as a performer who values timeless sound, emotional storytelling, and genuine connection with audiences. The tour's concept of romance is not limited to love songs alone. Romance in this context is presented as a broader emotional spectrum: nostalgia, longing, joy, heartbreak, and hope. Bruno Mars' discography naturally lends itself to this interpretation. Songs that once dominated radio airwaves now take on new meaning when performed live, surrounded by fans who associate those tracks with personal memories and life moments. The concerts are expected to feel less like standard pop shows and more like shared emotional experiences. The response from fans has been immediate and overwhelming. Within hours of the announcement, social media platforms were flooded with reactions, countdowns, and speculation about setlists and stage design. Fans praised the tour's aesthetic direction, calling it classic Bruno, while others expressed excitement over the chance to see him live after years of anticipation. Ticket demand is expected to be exceptionally high, with several dates already being predicted as potential sellouts. Music critics have also weighed in, suggesting that the Romantic Tour could become one of the defining live events of the year. Many point to Bruno Mars' consistency as a live performer, an increasingly rare quality in an era dominated by viral hits and short-lived trends. His ability to deliver high-energy performances night after night, without compromising vocal quality or musical integrity, sets him apart from many of his contemporaries. Beyond the music itself, the tour reflects a broader cultural moment. In a time when audiences crave authenticity and emotional depth, Bruno Mars' emphasis on romance and connection feels particularly resonant. The stripped-back elegance of the promotional materials, combined with the promise of soulful live performances, offers a refreshing contrast to the overstimulated digital landscape that dominates modern entertainment. From a business perspective, the Romantic Tour is also expected to be a major success. With partnerships involving major promoters and venues, the tour is positioned as one of the most significant concert events of the year. Merchandise inspired by the tour's romantic aesthetic is already generating buzz, with fans anticipating exclusive designs that reflect the timeless visual theme showcased in the posters. Bruno Mars' decision to tour extensively across continents further demonstrates his commitment to his global fanbase. Rather than limiting performances to a few key markets, he has opted for a broad reach that acknowledges the international support he has cultivated throughout his career. This inclusivity strengthens his connection with fans worldwide and reinforces his status as a truly global artist. As anticipation continues to build, one thing is certain: the Romantic Tour is more than a series of concerts. It is a carefully crafted artistic statement that celebrates love, music, and human connection. For Bruno Mars, it represents another chapter in a career defined by evolution, excellence, and emotional honesty. For fans, it is an opportunity to experience music not just as sound, but as feeling shared, remembered, and cherished. With each city on the tour map, expectations grow higher. Audiences are not just preparing for a night of entertainment, they are preparing for an experience that promises intimacy on a grand scale. When the lights dim and Bruno Mars steps onto the stage, the Romantic Tour is set to transform arenas into spaces of collective emotion, where thousands of voices sing along to songs that have become part of their lives. As the countdown to opening night begins, excitement shows no sign of slowing. Bruno Mars has once again proven that his presence in the music industry is not defined by constant releases, but by meaningful moments. The Romantic Tour stands as a testament to the enduring power of music when it is created and performed with heart, intention, and soul.